And we are back for another Afterwork Chronicles. Afterwork / Chronicles. Oh, the traffic be out here heavy, bro. It be heavy out here in Frisco on the $1 Million Mile. Be out here heavy. I be out here heavy. My here on the Frisco Mile. No, we're in Plano. No. Yeah, we're in Plano. Across the bridge is Frisco. Meaning you gotta go under the bridge in Frisco, because to the right is over by the Frisco Mall. So right now on one side I'm in Plano. I go across the street, I'm in Frisco. I go down the street, I'm in Louisville. No, I go down the street, I'm in the Colony. I go down the street some more, I'm in Louisville, then Dallas. It all runs together. So, but yeah, they out here deep. So y'all, it's the Afterwork / Trap Chronicles. How did today go? Today was interesting. I was on it. My supervisor is very hands-off, kind of let you do your thing, which is cool. You know, you got your own entrepreneurship. Like I said before, man, me leaving a job that had nothing to do with my supervisor. He's cool, very teaching, learning. It's just all about me just getting my work. You gotta get paid. I get paid even more. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, no amount of job will ever pay me what I'm worth. Like Master P said, when Jimmy Iovine offered me the $1 million, I knew I was worth 12. So even when a job pays me 180, 190, or 180, or 140, 150, I know I'm worth $3 million. I know I'm worth $100 million. But you still gotta get some money for right now, so you can pay your bills, save, put it towards your business, and, you know, plan towards the future. So you gotta make sure you're doing well. You can't be out here starving like Marvin. You know what I'm saying? You need to be prosperous like Perry. You know what I mean? So anyways, so I did some work today, worked with some clients. It was cool. Didn't even really have to ask for help. I just kind of, one of my coworkers was like, yo, you should check out the old training stuff you did. It might be able to help you. Went back over there, watched a little training video, or really watched the training PDF. It helped out a little bit. Only for me to find out after a while I was doing it that I was missing a whole part. I'm sitting there for 20 minutes and I finally hit my supervisor, like, yo, something missing. Got one part missing. He's like, oh yeah, you missing this because so-and-so didn't send you that information. I'm like, bro, what the freak, bro? What the freak? That kind of stuff made me mad when people be like not sending you the whole thing and then delaying you up and you kind of like wondering what the freak, because you got to think you already knew. So now you like, what's really going on? So, but other than that, I fixed it. It was cool, you know. It's definitely cool. I was telling my boy the other day, Ian about what I be doing, right? I was like, yada, 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 doing this, doing that. You know, they gave us this title. He's like, man, they got y'all. I said, yeah, man. I said, I believe it. I said, man, I got like 4 clients already, bro. This is only my 3rd full week here, bro. Already. You know what I mean? He said, yeah, man, where I was at before, my old gig at Ingles, I was the PM, and I reported to the person that does your job. So their job was the program manager. And the program manager, look at what they get paid. I went and looked up what my job, what he was, the program, he was telling me everything the program manager was doing. I was like, that's exactly what I do. I manage the PM, I talk to them, da-da-da. He said, look at what they get paid. Looked up what they get paid, entry level, 75. That's no experience. With experience, 125 to 190. I was like, he's like, yeah, that's why they changed the title. I said, I believe it, so you don't have to pay you. Kind of like when I worked at this company called Habu, or AKA the Yellow Book. Yes, I worked at that company, Yellow Book. You know what I'm saying? When I was straight out the slums of Shaolin. You know what I mean? So check this out. So Yellow Book, it, just like it says, it was a phone book. Now you're probably like, dang, Eric, you that old? I'm only 42. No, I'm just playing. I ain't that old. But I'm old up there. I'm up there. But, you know, I'm aging gracefully with my age. But anyways, so I worked there, right? I was young. You know what I mean? So we deal with phone books. And I remember they were like, yeah, your title is associate distributor. And I used to be like, and then people were like, the reason they don't call us a project manager because they have to pay us. And we were doing a number of project management work. I had to work all these Excel sheets, balance the money out, plan out months in advance where I'm gonna go, I only had so much money for each budget to spend. I had to find people how much I was gonna spend, figure out what I was gonna pay each person so I could stay under budget, figure out my bonuses, figure out all that stuff. And I always had to make sure I was under budget. The hotel wherever I stay had to be under budget. It was a whole project management thing, but they didn't want to label us as project managers because they had to pay us project manager pay. So we were associate distributors. That way they were able to pay us less. I mean, that's part of the business. You know, when you own a business, that's how you get folks. You can't pay everybody high pay, then you won't make no money yourself. So, and then like I always say now, I'm older, I'm like, if you don't like it, you gotta leave. So that's what I'm looking at now. So it is what it is. You know, that's how it looks at it like this. If you don't like what you're doing, if you don't like what the pay you're getting, you gotta work your way up and get up out of there. That's the only way it is. Because at the end of the day, blaming them for not paying you ain't gonna get a job. Because at the end of the day, they're thinking about the bottom line, or they're thinking about all the people that are above you that are like VPs and all them, thinking like they gotta get paid, they got their bonus. And a lot of them are thinking like, hey, we'll just replace you and get the next person. So if you replace me, get the next person, cool. That means I need to go get me a job that's gonna pay me, so I don't got to worry about it. So if there's ever any layoffs again or whatever again, I can already have my bread stacked up, or I can have my money put in a position where when there isn't a layoff, I'll be good because I've already been working towards my business. I've already been taking my money and putting it towards my business, so I ain't got to worry about, you know, what you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? All I gotta do is worry about pleasing man and not have to worry about man trying to hurt me. You know what I mean? Or depending on man. You don't ever want to depend on man, depend on God. So yeah, that's the crazy thing. So I was like, that's how I be. And I you know, at some point before earlier in the years, I used to be like, man, that's so messed up. They need to pay me. Now I start getting older. I'm like, man, if they don't want to pay me, I'm just dipping. Some people are like, well, why you take the job? Sometimes you got to take jobs you may not want, or sometimes you got to take jobs that maybe lower your pay for at the time, moment, whatever's going on. You know what I'm saying? You might be like, yo, I got to get some money in my pocket. Can't sit around here not with no money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? You got responsibilities. You know what I mean? This ain't like how it used to be back in the day where you could quit a job and go to another job, or you could leave that job or go to another job or wait on another job and get this job. Not anymore. You got real motherfucking people out here on LinkedIn, been almost a year, still can't find no gigs. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the Lord bless you with something right now. It may be under your pay range. You take that, work that gig, learn what you need to learn from it while you working it, and then you keep applying for the next position that you want to be at. You know what I'm saying? At least you have some coming in your pockets. You know, I know some people be like, man, forget that. I'll just sit down and wait. All right, that's cool. If you got the money, you got the finances, you got the resources to sit down and wait, do it. But if you don't, you got to get out there and do it. Or if you're like me and you don't want to burn through your extra resources and your finances, you just take it and be like, it is what it is, man. I can learn something while I'm here, while I'm applying for the next. So everybody's mindset is different. Everybody's mindset is, you know what I'm saying, looks at things completely in a different perspective, a different parameter. So that's how I look at it from my perspective and my parameter. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, today was cool. You know what I'm saying? I was over talking to my cube mate. He's cool. You know what I'm saying? We didn't talk for about the first 2 weeks. Then one day, on a Thanksgiving party, he walked by. He's like, hey, man, did you get some food? I was like, nah. He said, better go get some. Then after that, we started speaking after that. Then I saw that he liked Spider-Man. And I like Spider-Man. He played PS5. I played PS5. It was all good after that. So he been telling me about getting that new Spider-Man. I got to get that new Spider-Man. I heard it's live. My brother got it. He beat it already. But I just ain't had time, man. I just ain't had time. I was thinking about this the other day. And I was telling First Lady, I was like, so I played Madden the other day in our Madden League. Last night I lost, 2-game losing streak. And this one I lost last night. I shouldn't even lost. Threw the ball, had an interception. I shouldn't even lost it. Both games I should have definitely won. In the whole season, I lost about 4 games, and they're all shoulda, coulda, woulda. Meaning like, there's always 1 or 2 plays that I mess up on, or something I should have did, or I thought. And I'm like, man, if I just had more hours in the lab, I would be winning. I would be doing better. Because last year I did great on these. Because a lot of people that I'm playing, they're not that good. But they're good if you haven't been playing the game to get your playbook down, to get your plays down, to understand the pocket, to do these things like that. But last year I was able to do more of that for the simple fact that I spent more time playing. You know what I'm saying? But this year I haven't been really spending that much time in the lab playing, going into practice mode, working on stuff, working on this, working on that. And the reason for a lot of that is because my mindset has just changed from last year. This year has been, my mindset has been like, gotta go after the dream, gotta go harder than what you did before for the dream, gotta go harder than what you did for the dream, gotta go harder, gotta go harder, gotta go harder. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get focused, gotta get focused. I feel like the Lord's been telling me to get focused. I've been playing. And the other day after I lost, last night when I lost, which I should have recorded, I could have gave y'all play-by-play. But the only reason I didn't record last night like I did the other night, to give y'all play-by-play of what my plays was and everything, is baby Harp Dog was sitting next to me and she was sleeping. So I didn't want to wake the baby up because she was like in a knocked out sleep. She was on her back, legs, arms spread out, like no bills, no concerns, no worries, just living life. So I don't want to wake her up because I know sometimes I can talk loud or sometimes I'll give them a play-by-play. You know, I had to calm down a couple of my emotions last night. I was like, you know, I had to calm it all down because, you know, Harp Dog was sleeping next to me. You don't want to wake up the baby. You know, I want the baby to get a rest. So anyways, so check this out. So like I was saying, so after I lost the game, I was in the kitchen. I was like, man, I could be better if I put more hours in playing. But then I said to myself, what do I want? Do I want to put more hours into the game like last year and be better at playing? Or do I want to put more hours into getting my dream, going for what I want so I can have the financial freedom and be free to be able to do what I want? And I was like, yeah. Because when I'm financially free and being able to do whatever I want, then I can spend more time and have enough time to play as much video games as I want. And I won't have to worry about getting up in the morning and saying to myself, oh man, I gotta get up in the morning and go to work and I'm worn down, I gotta get up and I didn't get to do some of the things I got to do. Because you know, sometimes when you playing video games, you lose track of time. And when you lose track of time, it go like that. Some of y'all might not play video games. Some of y'all who do play video games, you know what I'm talking about. You get on them sticks at 6, you look up, it's 3 a.m. You be like, bro, what the freak, bro? Because you just be in the moment, you know, beat one level, go to the next level. You practice, you playing. You whooping people, boom, 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 boom. It just happens. So with that being said, I had said to myself, I was like, man, I ain't gonna do that to myself. I'm gonna do the opposite. Instead of trying to be the best at this or whatever, I'm gonna work on obtaining a financial financial freedom I want with the going after the things I want to do, meaning like, you know, get my business up, you know, my water, you know, put my videos out, you know, things that have been on my heart that I've been wanting to do. And then after I get the freedom that I want from it and whatever blessings come from it, then I go and play all the video games I want. Video games will always be there, but your time limit on the, you know, the abilities that God wants you to have might not always be there. So I said that to myself, and that's what I choose to pick, and I'm happy that I picked it because, I mean, when I was playing video games all the time, I wasn't really recording myself doing my Life and Times of Eric vlog, and, you know what I'm saying, just doing me. I guess it's a vlog because it's a video and it's a log of me, so I guess it's a vlog, but whatever. I'm going to call it the Life and Times of Eric Daily Journal. You know what I'm saying? When I was, you know, playing video games, I wasn't doing my daily journal. I was going to work, coming home, playing video games. You know what I'm saying? So I guess in my mind, I'm just glad that I'm able to do this because this had been on my mind for a while to want to do. You know what I mean? And since I've been wanting to do it for a while, now that I got the opportunity to be dedicated and consistent with it, I want to keep doing it. And if that means that I don't get to play as many video games when I get home, because when I get home, I'm not working on the videos or trying to get them to upload or doing whatever. If I'm doing that instead of playing video games, I'm okay with that, you know? And I'm all right. If I'm doing other stuff with the water, so I'm okay with that. Because in the end result, when I get to where I need to get and I'm financially free and I'm able to do whatever I want, and I'm able to wake up at 9 and still have a check come in and residual income out the yin yang, then I'll be good because I'll be like residual income out the yin yang and I get to play video games. So I'm good to go, baby. But I don't want it to be the other way around. Wanting residual income and I'm playing video games, wondering, you know, I hope things get better. And I'd be like, well, the Lord would be like, I tried to give you an opportunity, but you didn't want it. You wanted to play video games. I gave you a time period, a time when you should strike when the iron's hot, but you didn't want it. You wanted to play video games. So that's what I really don't want. And because I don't want that, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing now. So, yeah, that's my whole feeling as to it. So once I said that to myself yesterday, I was like, okay, I lost. It is what it is. You know? because before other seasons, I used to get so mad when I lost, like angry, like throw the controller, mad at myself, like mad I wasn't good. You know, at one point I wanted to be a Madden champ. After I started losing a couple times, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna be a Madden champ. But it's okay. You know, I don't have to be a Madden champ. If I can play my games, put them online, people check them out, people like them, people like the commentary, cool, whatever. That's all that matters. But no, I thought I was gonna be a Madden champ. Nah, not being a Madden champ. There will be no, what's that guy's name on YouTube that go crazy? Ciabatta. I will not be no Ciabatta. And I won't be no TD Barrett. That's not happening. I mean, it would be cool to be able to play that many video games all day long, but them guys are in like ridiculous amount of leagues. You know, they recording stuff left and right, but whatever. You know, I kind of wish, I think that's just called online dynasty with the computer. I was about to say, I kind of wish there was a way where you could like be in a league online with just the computer, but then that's called the computer. That's playing the computer, so that's whatever. Almost like Bengal does. Bengal's not a good football player. He doesn't play Madden very well. But it don't matter because he got 500,000 subscribers, right? And all he does is rebuild teams, talks about the teams, does drafting. He knows his niche. He knows what he's gonna do, and that's the thing. And I commend him. When I see him doing what he's doing, I'm like, bro, he knows his lane. He does it, and he's just consistent. Because at the end of the day, the word for the year is consistency. Consistency. And that's something that I told y'all before. I had just been working on, being consistent. That's why every morning I get up, I get in the car, I turn this camera on. On my way to the trap for my morning chronicles. And when I get off work, afternoon chronicles, afternoon work / trap chronicles. I turn this camera on because that's what it's all about right now for me, baby. It's just all about being consistent with recording myself, being consistent. So that's all it is. That's the word of the year. That's the word of last year. That's the word gonna be next year, 2024, and all that. Being consistent. Hot dang it, consistent. Consistency. Like I told y'all before, that's been one of my problems with certain things. Certain things I don't have no problem with consistency. Certain things I do. And when it comes to this social media stuff, when it comes to creating content, I'm not very good. My consistency is not that good. And I just remember at one point I was doing videos on CPG, like talking about CPG things, giving like data, giving good information, did it for a little bit, then all of a sudden at one point I just stopped. I don't know if I just didn't feel like the videos were getting anywhere. I don't know if I felt like people didn't like the videos. I guess I was just worried about too much of the likes or feeling like people didn't really care. And boom, I just stopped. And I did like 60 videos, but I told myself I'm gonna bring that back. I'm gonna bring it back. I think my ideal is I'm gonna create because I'm thinking about it. I have my personal page to let people know I like CPG, but the problem is on my personal page, a lot of people that follow me, people I know from school, the bros, whatever, a lot of people might not be like, nah, I'm not trying to hear all that CPG stuff. You know, they might not care about it. And I see that's why a lot of people might have their personal page, but then they also have like a business page or another page they just talk about that, and then the people that like that type of stuff will follow them. So that's what I'm thinking about doing, just starting a CPG page, calling it Eric Talks CPG, and it's just mostly just me talking about CPG just all day, every day, because that's the type of stuff I like. So like me posting those videos that I posted before about sales, data management, marketing, all that stuff, me posting about founders, me posting about businesses that fail, you know, just all be CPG related. And because of that, then people will know what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? So that's I'm gonna work on that. And I think that's something that my soul needs, my spirit needs. Because there's a lot of times I want to talk CPG, but I don't know how to implement it to my personal page, because my personal page, one minute I talk about CPG, and then the next day I might do like a funny music video, or the next day I might do a skit that said me versus my procrastination. And when you're supposed to be talking all CPG, I thought I said Southwest Beverage. When you're supposed to be talking all CPG, that doesn't work. You can't talk CPG on Tuesday, have a funny video, you singing on Wednesday, and then Thursday, have a video talking about me versus my procrastination. It just doesn't work. But if I have a CPG page and I talk all CPG, and then the next day I have a funny video called Me versus My Procrastination. It works out because as a business owner, these are things that you go through. You have procrastination moments, you have things that bother you, you have things that you go through, you know, stuff like that. It all hems together, you know. So, but when it's your personal page, it's like okay, this is you, but what else do you do? Especially when you're posting nothing but your CPG brand all the time. It's like, okay, but what else do you do? You know? But it is what it is. But I've been talked about with First Lady. I had different names like CPG with Eric, CPG 1-on-1 with Eric, or Eric Talks CPG. She was like, yeah, Eric Talks CPG. And I like that one too. CPG 1-on-1 with Eric. That was a cool name, but the problem is it's always going to be one-on-one stuff. One's of his deeper stuff, or one's of his stuff that just not one-on-one stuff, you know what I'm saying? Or it kind of just listens you to only talk about one-on-one stuff. You know, when you talk CPG, it could be a range from beginner to intermediate to advanced stuff, whatever it may be, and you could just, you know, find conversations with different people and things like that. So I definitely like that. So it's always good to throw your ideas out to somebody that you trust to give you the honest truth if your ideas are good or that they're not good. And I definitely feel like that was very, very much needed. She very much told me, like, yo, go with CPG. Eric Talks CPG. So I was like, yo, Eric Talks CPG. Okay, now if y'all know me for the last couple videos, y'all know I just bust out a random song and dance. No dancing, just random songs. Like Polo Don said, ain't nobody dancing. All the dudes get off the dance floor. Ain't no dancing. Now it's off that rich boy that drop. Somebody got a Tesla in the back of the Tesla that fell out. The bottom of the Tesla that fell out. Yikes. That's crazy. But anyways, so we need to stop by Wally World. We gotta do a Wally run. I need to go in there and get First Lady a gift. First Lady birthday's coming up. I wish I had a time machine. I wish I had a time machine. So yeah, First Lady birthday's coming up. So we're gonna get her a birthday gift and a card. That's nothing too crazy. Just get her a card, maybe a gift card. Tell her that we love her. Girl, we love you, boo. You know, tell her we love her. You know what I'm saying? Give her something like that. Maybe I'll give her a gift card to like Starbucks. Or Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A. Some dudes in the mall, we went to Chick-fil-A. I said, give me a sandwich and some waffle fries. Is that Unforgivable? Y'all gotta go check out Unforgivable. You get on YouTube, type in Unforgivable, man. That video was a hit 27 years ago. Or 17 years ago it was a hit. Is that Unforgivable? I think I had my first hit on YouTube back when I posted about the bruh documentary. So at one point, I was going around filming bruhs, doing stuff, hanging out, road tripping everywhere, and I called it the bruh documentary. And I wanted to put it out, but the problem that the reason I did not put it out is because at that time, I knew about film, but I didn't know that much about film. I didn't know how to cut. I didn't know how to, you know, it wasn't like how it is now on YouTube. You can just go on YouTube and figure out how to cut, do all that stuff. Or you can hire somebody to be like, yo, here's all my footage. I need you to cut it up, put it together. I want to do some voiceover work on it, blah, blah, blah. Which now kind of reminds me now, I really could find somebody that just cut it up, me do voiceover work and kind of go from there. But, or I can interview some people. Or I could just have them cut all the film up, put it together and make it real dope. But anyways, you couldn't do that back then. So I was like kind of lost in words because I had so much footage of me like recording stuff. And then the other thing is if you're not from a film school perspective, like I had the film, but I didn't know how I was going to make it pop. Like, because it's one thing to have the film, but it's like, where are you going with the film? Because if you just got random clips of film, you got to have people talking. Because that's usually how documentaries are. Like, you go and talk to somebody and be like, what does the bruhs mean to you? Or what does it mean to be in a part of a mega? Or what does it mean? You know, you go and talk to different people, different generations. You know, some documentaries you get background, you know. The fraternity started November 17, 1911. You know, you might have some stuff like that. Or Or you could just do like a wild renegade type of video where you just got clips of bros talking like, yeah, it's that bruh stuff. This would have like to be the bros or whatever. But my whole thing was I wanted to make it something where people could be like, yep, that's a good bruh documentary. That's a good bruh documentary. You know. So like I said, before I had the footage, just never put it out. I still got the footage. But that was my first YouTube hit. I think I posted it on my brother's YouTube. Like I said, for my brother been on YouTube back when you were able to log in with your regular email. You didn't have to have a Gmail. And I think it got like 400,000 hits. And all I did was like, it was me at Centennial. It was me at Centennial, me at Fist, and me at some other bruh events. And I just chopped it all up on Sony Vegas. Chopped it up on Sony Vegas, man. I'm pretty talented when I get in the mood of things. Like, if I get in the mood of things, I can do a lot. I cut up that video. I cut up my dog King Supreme, aka Wesley Campbell's rap videos. I would record him rapping, and then I go and cut the videos up myself. I merged them. I did everything, bro. I'm pretty self-sufficient, you know, when it comes to that stuff. Plus, on top of that, I actually started liking that type of stuff. I didn't realize I would like that. When I was in school, I never thought about cutting up film or podcasting or startup stuff would be stuff I like. But once I dibble dab in it, I was like, I actually like this, you know? And that's what I really want for my daughters. I want them to kind of figure out what they like while they're young so that they don't figure it out later on in life and be like, dang, I don't waste all my time doing this when this is really not something I like. Cause I feel like I spent a lot of time trying to be in sports, but then I got into sports, I was like, bro, I don't like this at all. This is a shady type of business, especially with where I was working. I wasn't like a recruit or anything like that. I was at the bottom trying to just get into the corporate office, and all the other people have been there forever, so they weren't getting their jobs and they were being shady. So I was like, man, screw this crap. And on top of that, in sports, they don't really pay you because they know everybody wants to be in it, so they shaft you on pay. So whatever. But like I said before, you know, I just want them to kind of try different things. That way they know what they like and what they don't like. And I feel like if I had did more of that, or my parents had introduced me to more of that, I could have probably figured out that I like to cut up film, podcasting, you know, vlog stuff, me talking on the mic, things like that, instead of just being like one-offs, being like, because I've done like presentations, speaking at conferences and stuff like that. I was talking to people like, oh, you good? But I never really think nothing of it. I was just like, okay, I just showed up for the moment, not knowing that this is a talent or something that you could actually, you know, live your life on. You know, you see people on TV, newscasters, all that, but you're thinking, oh man, I gotta go to school or stuff around that time. Not how it is. The people that are doing stuff now on YouTube, that wasn't the thing back then. It wasn't living my life, showing you my life. It wasn't like that back then. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's good now that people are doing stuff like that, being able to make money, living their life the way they want to live. So that's the type of stuff I want to show my daughters. That you don't have to go to school. You don't have to do like the cog that your dad had to do. You know what I'm saying? If you got a cool YouTube or you got a cool business that you're able to start right now, you know what I'm saying, you could do that. You could do a trade, you know what I'm saying, or stuff like that. But you know, my girls, they're gonna get a sports scholarship. Both of them. EJ will get a sports scholarship. Cameron too, fourth child. They'll go to school, get a degree for free, probably while they're in school, start a business. They'll probably see their daddy doing it, their mom doing it. And we'll go from there, and they'll just kind of figure it out. And I just know at the end of the day, I want my kids to be able to be like, they'll be at a job, and they'll be like, well, so-and-so this Taylor. And Taylor could be like, what? Bro, excuse me. First of all, I don't know who you're talking to. You're not going to talk crazy to me. Second of all, I'm only here because I'm just trying to get some experience. If this don't work out, I'll just go work for my dad. I want my kids to be able to say that. Or I want my kids to be able to like, you know, you need to be able to learn this and learn that if you want to get a job in the real world. And then being like, get a job? What? I just go talk to my dad. I'll go work at his business. I'll be perfectly fine. What? You can work with your dad? Yes, my dad's business is doing very well. It's in the millions. So all this other stuff you talking, I go work with my dad, he'll show me. I want my kids to be able to say stuff like that. Instead of having to be like, I gotta be where I'm sitting at the desk and I got a motherfucking old boss from my old job, old supervisor, boss supervisor, my old job, talking crazy, thinking that she could talk crazy because she's like, oh, he's on contract, so I can say whatever the freak I want. No, the heck, you can't say whatever. I'm trying to be nice with you, lady. You know what I'm saying? But you're trying to get out of pocket, and that what we're not gonna do. So, you know, EB gotta set you straight. Because at the end of the day, regardless if I'm there or I'm not, I had to look at myself in the mirror and be like, man, I wish I would have said this. I don't never want to be I wish I could have said this. Nah, I'm going to be you said that? All right, well, I'm going to tell you off in a correct political, corporate type of way. Tell you about yourself. And it is what it is, you know? Never let nobody make you feel like you less of a person. Some people get out of pocket out here. They get a job and, I've had like I told you, I've had my own business for 15 years. And stop that. Obama and healthcare is not the reason you stopped working your broker job. I see Obama commercials every day, and it's cheap. And it was cheap back then. You could have got insurance for $28. Stop lying. Folks will lie to you if they think you're gonna believe you. They think you don't know. You just look at them like, man, this motherfucker, stop lying. Why you always lying? Why you always lying? So yeah, but those type of things that I want. I want for my kids to be able to know, like, that's what you want to do it. You streaming, do it. You know what I'm saying? You got your own show, do it. You out there talking to people, do it. Just go 100 with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to fail. I'll make sure I tell my kids, don't be afraid to fail. Because your daddy done failed before too, but you only have to be right one time. And that one time can change your whole life. And that's some of the reasons why I keep doing what I'm doing, with the different businesses. Or with the, trying to handle YouTube, Like I realized a lot of times I may fail before, but I can't fail if I'm just being myself. I can fail trying other things that other people say I should try, but I can't fail if I'm just being myself and just telling my truth. So I want them to know, don't be afraid to fail. Don't ever be afraid to fail. It's part of life. And since it's a part of life, you can get back up. You can bounce back. You can always come back home. Mommy and daddy will be here for you. You know what I'm saying? Like my parents used to tell me all the time. But don't worry, you always come back home. You always come back home. So, which I actually had to come and do once. I had to come back home once. No, twice. No, after grad school don't count. Because that's after school. So I had a job and then the lockout happened. But I actually had to come home once. Didn't work out with a job in Silicon Valley, got into it. CEO sent me a packet, had to go back home. But it was all right, it was all good. You know what I'm saying? While I was there working, it kind of got my work ethic right, because my work ethic before was kind of lazy. But that work ethic I got there allowed me to realize that I could do 12-hour shift, go home, apply for jobs, stay up all night, then turn around, wake up the next morning, do it all over again. Only thing is, I would crash at wrong periods of time, random period. I would come home some days, I'll just be crashed, sleep, just dead back to sleep. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. I went hard in the paint. Sometimes you gotta go hard in the paint. If you don't like your situation, you gotta go hard in the paint to get out of it. Back then I was trying to do everything on my own. Now, which I started tithing back then. I wasn't tithing like I should have done in Atlanta. If I had tithed more in Atlanta on a regular basis, oh man, I could have got so many blessings. But it came at the right time for me to tithe, because I started getting into the full motion of it, being out here in Dallas on the regular. So I've been getting the full blessings out here in Dallas, which is probably a lot better for me. The Lord probably wanted that. But like I was saying before, back then, if you're in a bad situation, then you need to be doing everything you can to get up out of it. And back then I was in a bad situation, because I was like, man, I got staying with my folks. I got to get out of here. I got to do something better. But if I know what I know now, I'd have been doing what I got to do better. At the time, I was tithing a little bit, but not only would I have been tithing a little bit back then, I would have been tithing and sowing seeds, because them sowing seeds would have got me all kind of opportunities for extra money, extra gigs, or even brought me along for a better paying job, which eventually happened after all my seeds have been, after all my tithes have been, tithed. Eventually, a job came along. But if I had been tithing and sowing a seed, that job probably would have came even quicker. But it's a learning experience. But I say all that to say, I'd have been doing sowing seed even more. I would have been doing that even more, because I didn't do it. I just tithed, and I would have been adding that to the extra hours I was working. All them hours staying up late, working on my business, trying to make Looks for Cooks happen at that time, because I was just losing money in Looks for Cooks, only to realize that I should have been left it. You know what I'm saying? But also applying for jobs. So if I had been applying for jobs, staying up late, applying for jobs, working a 12-hour shift, paying my tithes, and also sowing a seed, I would have been out of there even quicker, because the Lord would have blessed me even more, because now I'm sowing my seed, I'm paying into more stuff, and more blessings would happen to me, more money would have came to me. So yeah, I'd have been out there quicker than anything. But like I said, it's a learning experience. It's definitely a learning experience. So, just giving you the game of it. You're in a bad situation, you need to be doing whatever you can to get the freak up out that situation. You need to be doing whatever you can to get the freak out of that situation. Improve your situation. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit around there and let your situation dictate to you. Get on your knees, pray. Ask the Lord, Lord, what can I do to get up out of this situation? Lord, what can I do to be better? Lord, what can I do? What can I do, Lord? What can I do? Don't allow that situation to dictate you. Don't allow that situation to take over you and make you feel like I'm stuck. I can't get no better. You know what I'm saying? Some people be feeling like, man, I ain't got no degrees. Man, I work with people at my job, this job and last job, that have moved up the chain. They didn't have no degrees. I mean, they gave the jobs, the last job. Some of the people gave the job about 4 or 5 years of their life. They were able to move up. And, you know, they were getting paid for, you know, some of them were getting paid. Some of them were so getting paid, you know, or whatever. But, you know, they were able to move up. And even people now at my job now, some people ain't got no degree, and they moved up the ladder and were getting paid the same. And then some people came in with a lower position, moved up, and now we're all getting paid the same. And you know what I'm saying? So it all depends. And I know, like, to be devil's advocate, some people will be like, so they get paid the same as you, and you ain't even been there long, you ain't even been there a year, y'all get paid the same? They've been there years, two or 3 years? Yeah. Like I said before, it's a mixture. Sometimes having the experience get you paid. Sometimes having the education will get you paid. Sometimes having the education and the experience will get you paid. So it's all a mixture. The point of the matter, what I'm trying to get to, for all you mother freakers thinking that way, is you just got to change your situation. You got to put the time in to change your situation. You know what I'm saying? You just can't give up. You just can't sit and be like, all right, this is going to be it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't allow it. They didn't have no college degree. They didn't allow that to stop them from going out and working at their job and doing the best they could do to move up the ladder. So that's what I'm telling you. No matter what your situation is, even when you got a degree, you know what I'm saying, your situation might be good, you can still move up the ladder. You know what I'm saying? I used to have a partner. He graduated from Morehouse. After he graduated from Morehouse, you know where he was working? He was working at Delta and under baggage, sorting bags. Graduated from Morehouse, was working at Delta, sorting bags. Bro had over $100,000 in student loan debt. He was telling me, he's like, man, this ain't the life I experience right now. I expect it. I said, yep. I said, it just goes to show you, don't matter what kind of degree you got. You can still be graduating from school, sorting bags with people who ain't even go to school, and y'all both on the same working level. So it don't even matter. So, all right, we done pulled up to Wally World. I'm gonna jump out, hop out. In fact, I'm gonna put my earpiece in. Do I even have my earpiece? I don't know if I do or not. I may have left my earpiece in the house. Okay, let me pause it, and then we'll go from there. And then we'll see. All right. Well, let me pause it and hop back in, and then we'll go from there. All right, man, we back. So we in Wally World. Bro, I'm telling you, every time I come to Walmart, man, how you doing, man? Walmart's just like Waffle House. You don't know what you expect. I walk in, the line's outside the door for the self-serve. I just be like, man, where's the person that's going to get on one of the registers and ring some people up? Oh, no, not at Walmart. What's that certain Walmart? Let's say that. Some of the Walmarts, you be like, what the freak is going on? ELP, my boy. Everyday low price. Everyday low price. So we got to find a card. So I'm looking for a card, and I'm looking for some candy. I got a real fiend. I'm a real fiend. I got an addiction. I got a problem. No, I'm just playing. Let me stop. Let me chill out. Don't talk like that. Don't put them words out there in your life. So yeah, I'm trying to find, and now I'm over here. I was gonna see if I could find some Ritz crackers from T-Mac. Like there was like a big bag. I remember First Lady's mother-in-law. She had like a whole big bag of Ritz crackers. But I don't know where they are. I don't see them. They were like maybe she got them at Target. I don't know. But it's like a big old bag of Ritz, and T-Mac could put her hands in there and grab the Ritz crackers and be good to go. But who knows? I gotta see. I gotta see where they are. Oh my gosh, back at it again. They got Calypso's, Moonshine, Sweet Tea. Boy, Liquid Death back here. I'm trying to find those Ritz. I also told them I'd find them crackers. Nope. Jesus. Nope. Oh, there's a big box of Ritz. But I'm looking for like the baby Ritz. I'm looking for like the baby Ritz. I'm looking for like the small, they got like small Ritz. But I gotta find the small Ritz.
What the fuck now? What the fuck you're looking?
They're these.
Those look like babies.
Those are these.
Those are grown up packers.
I'll figure it out. Oh, these are right here. These are some of them. They're like little bites. I think she might like those. I'm gonna grab some just in case. Try to think about my little baby boo. My little mini me. Tell you, man. Don't worry. She looks just like your boy. Just like me. Scary at times. I be looking like, there's somebody out here that looks just like me. Walks like me and talks like me. Hey, it might even be better than me. Yeah, man. I heard that music playing. That's what I'm saying, man. You don't know what you might get in Walmart. Dudes playing gospel music. You know what I'm saying? It's welcome to Wally World, bro. Welcome to Wally World. You don't know what you might get out here. What aisle's the candy on? What aisle is the candy on? Bread, soup. Oh. Some stores you go into, the candy be all the way in the back. Some stores you go into, the candy be all the way in the front. But this one, candy's all the way in the back. Let's get crafty. Find the perfect beer for every occasion. There's the aisles on the aisle by the drinks. So whenever we go to Walmart, it's always so funny because the people that work here, it's like you know the store's so big, but you hardly find anybody that works here. You be like, hey, excuse me. And I was like, folks be taking off. Like, this is one movie, I forgot. It's almost like that episode of ATL when he's trying to get that money from the club owner. And every time he talks to the club owner be shaking him off and going through trap doors and back doors. That's how I be feeling like when you try to talk to people that work at Walmart. Hey, excuse me, I need some help. Trap door. Somebody stutter steps you. Can't ever find anybody. You be like, where's everybody? You know people are working. Alright, so I need to get some Jolly Ranchers for work. But that bag's too big. I don't want nothing like that. Where's the dollar bag? That's why I wanted something from the Dollar Tree. I just wanted something from the Dollar Tree, from DT. Walmart got the heavy, real heavy bag. Heavy. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't mind trying some tropical. You know what I'm saying? But man, I might actually go back to the front. There was some Jolly Rancher bags in the front. I might have to actually try one of them. My dad be coming out here getting them big old bags. You know what I'm saying? Getting them big old Walmart bags. I'd be like, bro, I don't need all that for right now. I mean, technically and price-wise, it's better for you, but like, do I need it right now, though? Because if you think about it, you spend, if it's $4 and I get 2 more small bags, that's $4 I spent already. So technically, yeah, it saves you money. It's better on the price for you. And it's 13 ounces. That's a hard candy. And I got the 27 ounce one. Like I'm getting ready for mother freaking Halloween or something. All right, let's go get this card so we can go home. Let's go get this car so we can go home. Heavy, real heavy. All right, let's go figure out what the card aisle is. All right, well, it turns out a little thing popped up. Right, well, I guess I was trying to see if I could look at it while I'm talking to y'all, see what time it checked out, but it logged me out of my video. So now we back. Let's go. I can't sit in them online, man. I only got 3 items. This don't make no sense. I gotta find out where the cards are. Every store be different. Some stores you walk into, still be on the right hand side. You walk in, still be on the left hand side. All right. Let's get a cute birthday card. Just a thought that counts. Oh, happy 100th birthday. Ooh. How about this one? For my sweetheart. For my sweetheart. Your love has been the sweetest gift life has ever brought me. I found more joy with you, my love, than I ever dreamed could be. That's why I feel as happy and as grateful as I do to be in love with someone as wonderful as you. Happy birthday, my love, always. Ooh, that's dope. Tell you, man, I got the juice, man. I find good cards. I got the juice. I find good cards that boom, speak to who I am. I'm gonna get a card one day that says, boo. I wanna let you know I love you, boo. And if it wasn't for you, boo, it wouldn't be no me, boo. Maybe I should just get her a gift card, a plain one. Or maybe I get one for Starbucks. And then she can only use it for Starbucks. But if I give her a plain one, then she can use it for anything she wants. But maybe I should use this one just for coffee. Yeah, I'll use it just for coffee. She deserves it. Plus, she gets points for Starbucks. She gets points for Chick-fil-A, too. She loves some Chick-fil-A. She loves some Starbucks, too, so. All right, y'all. Let's get in line. Let's bury the hatches. Let's get in line. Let's go through the jungle. And, yeah, let's see what we're going to do. Let's see if we're going to get in line or we're going to log it out. Let's see what we're going to do. Oh, they got a register over right here. All right, we up to the register. Oh, God made me the head, not the tail. God made me the head, not the tail. To you, it's a Merry Christmas. You see all these items right here on the front? This is what we call CPG in the CPG world, impromptu items. Like the shelf space. This shelf space is like a ridiculous amount of money. Because it's like impromptu sales. Impromptu sales in the front, so it's crazy. They have all these different gums. They may charge like an arm and a leg to be right here because so many people get to the cash register and be wanting to buy them. So, yeah, man, it's crazy. It's that CPG life. It's like this stuff, Mentos, extra gum, all this stuff. All this stuff. All impromptu sales at the front counter. Because impromptu sales, they charge you the most for these positions. All these spots on here. So, yeah, man, it's crazy. But yeah, let's ring up and I'll punch back in. All right, we back. We back at it again. We just scanned our items. Got First Lady a gift. Got her a gift card to Starbucks. You know how we do. Man, make sure she's taken care of. Such a super mom. She be helping out, doing what she can do. You know what I'm saying? You know. Plus, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to deal with me. I'm like 3 people sometimes. I'm like that movie Split. Who you going to hang out with, Eric? You're going to hang out with the crew. I am the crew. I'm 3 people. I am the crew. You know? So, whatever. Yeah, man. we'll probably end it on here because it seems like it's super dark. You can barely even see me when I get in the car. You can't see me at all when I get in the car. So we'll end it on here in a few while I'm walking back to the car. As y'all know, like, it's not chilly, so I park all the way in the back. When I park all the way in the back, I am not the head right now. I am the tail. When I caught that easy place in line, didn't have to wait, I was the head and not the tail. But I park all the way in the back just so I can get my walk on. You know what I'm saying? Get my exercise on, so I don't mind. Give me a little walk for the day. Stretch my legs out. Work these legs. Work this body. Ooh, I'm mocha-lottie. Ooh, hit Pilates. Ooh, I'm mocha-lotties. And she do Pilates. Oh man, I've been messing up all this all lately. And the mocha, that's a Kanye. Work it, work it. And she do Pilates. And she do mocha-lottie. Well, whatever. I'm messing up on the workout song. All the mocha-lotties. You gotta do Pilates. You gotta stick the work up. Get my point. So, but yeah, we here. I got a little light from the cars, but we here. I'm gonna put it all together. This has been another interesting day with me. About to get back in the car. It's gonna be dark. So we made another day, another blessing. So y'all continue to keep staying up. And remember, keep living your life. Because if you don't, your life is not going to live you.